In the summer of 2023, two brothers, Samuel and Ignatius Derriere, were vacationing in Transylvania. One day, they spied an armadillo, a creature not indigenous to Europe. Yeah, I know. Bullshit! They followed the animal as it scurried into a hidden cave, and there in clay jars, the brothers found some of the oldest recordings ever known. On wax cylinders and 8-tracks, the voices spoke of lost love, ruthless enemies, and a prince of darkness who once made the world tremble. The brothers soon realized they had discovered the audio diary of Dracula. In what is believed to be the only recordings of Dracula's actual voice, experts have pieced together a story centuries old. A story that seems to continue today.
Dracula's Winkee. It's the fate of a very small thing. Dracula's Winkee.
Episode 10. The season finale. How are we still on?
Excuse me, good sir. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I believe you have my cootsy. They say a great first sentence can make an entire book. Dracula thought about that as he read the trashy paranormal romance novel. Standing outside his castle with his luggage, waiting for his Uber carriage to pick him up, he shook his head in disgust. These vampire books erased the true monster, replacing it with erotic manscaped joy boys. How much hypnotic seduction did Brad Pitt, Alexander Skarsgård, and Robert Pattinson need to get you ladies doing naked handstands? You sassy, shameless she-devils would run into the room upside down. No, most vampires were hideous creatures, and mind control was an overwhelming power to be respected. Rip your clothes off for Carrot Top, you horny harlots. Then talk to me about hot paranormal seduction. I'm your narrator, Chardonnay Waffleot. And being our season finale, I've just been asked to finally present a clean, classy episode. I shall do my best. Penis, ass, booby, boba, raw, dog, trampoline, fuck, booby. And yes, I am receiving medication. Pray for me. Dracula kept reading. His eyes dropped to the next paragraph. Chiseled six-pack abs, mango salsa, and plunge were all in the same sentence. He tossed the book into the river and felt a deep paper cut. He stared at his finger. No blood. If he wrote the last line to a paranormal romance novel, it would be, "Giving up hope, Dracula changed out the batteries and handed her the impaler." Juan the armadillo came through the huge archway to find his best buddies staring at his finger.
Wash it or keep the memory alive? Tough choice.
I'm still having second thoughts about America. My foes, the entire Enclave, are expecting me to leave the safety of Transylvania.
Yes, literally stake down the top airports throughout Europe, which is why you're catching a ship across the Black Sea and flying out of Turkey. The plan will work.
I have faith in your strategic genius, my loyal friend, but once I land in the New World, I'm not so sure I have faith in myself. Can I hide my true identity and be this other person?
Dracula gazed at his passport with the fake name.
America welcomes everybody, and they love foreign-sounding names. With your accent, you'll be embraced as exotic and unique. Go ahead. Yo, what's your name?
Barack Obama.
Found out in Google search. Sounds like a Polish slap fighting champion. Although I think it said he was part Irish.
The Prince of Darkness looked out at the horizon.
I picked a good night to leave. It's going to be a beautiful evening. I love sundown over the mountains. It looks so peaceful and magical. Like Debbie Gibson eyes.
Yes, it does.
Not that either of us have seen her buttocks. Her perky buttocks.
Only in my dreams. You know, she lives in America. So do a lot of gorgeous ladies in Hollywood, in Miami, and on QVC.
Juan handed him a box of condoms.
Really?
The armadillo shrugged, although it was hard to tell because he was an armadillo with a shell and everything.
Think of it as a confidence builder, a way to keep tally. It's a box of 24. There are 7 left. I've had a good month.
Dracula nodded and accepted the gift. He hated to admit it, but he knew that this might be the end. He almost asked Juan to come along, but he knew that this was a journey he must make alone. He choked back tears that he knew would no longer flow. As the Uber carriage pulled up, he knew it was time to bid adieu. There was a hell of a lot he knew in one paragraph.
I guess this is where Barack Obama says goodbye.
We'll talk. If you can't figure out your cell, find a payphone.
I'm going to miss you, you pointy-nosed ferret tank.
I'm going to miss you too, you whitewashed Blackula.
The most dangerous being on the planet got into his carriage and rode off into the night. As frightened as a chef being told by Gordon Ramsay to mate with a Cuisinart. He went through town one last time. People in the streets pointed as he passed. His heightened senses picked up what they were saying.
Huh. Look at that boomer trying to dress like Prince.
Oh, look, Harvey! Some old local is doing tourist rides. Stop them and ask how much. How Romanian!
Have you read Gregory L. Hall's book, The Legend of Ugly, Joe? Forget the shameless plug. I loved it.
Time had changed his beloved country. Whereas it was once the creepy capital of European goth, it was now known more for its snowboarding. That's fact, finger sniffers. Dracula wondered how he lost his nightmare status. Life, so to speak, was good. In 1962, Dracula celebrated every man's dream. He became public domain. Everyone could use his shape-shifting thong luger. Then, age caught up. Blood flow hit roadblocks, and he had to say goodbye to Papa. Papa Boner! Seems my cognac overrides the meds. Come closer, Bryce. Closer. You still wake up sometimes, don't you? You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs. Dracula heard Juan's optimistic words in his head. He was about to enter a new country with new people. America had so many individual states, all with their own personality. New York, East and West Virginia, Mar-a-Lago. He couldn't find Sweet Home, the capital of Alabama, on the map, nor African America, but it sounded dope. It was like a cornucopia of plethoras. Okay. Good God. Skimming ahead in what I dare to call a script. There's a long journey with a lot of boat noises. Oh, you writers are truly bringing your A game. Looking at the water. Looking at the water. Oh, here's a freaking Disney moment where Dracula is talking to mice.
Why be your friends, Dracula?
You shitting me? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm calling in my friend, musical legend JJ Glamour. JJ, would you inspire us with a song?
This dedication is from Father Timotheus to one parishioner in particular. But It's an inspirational message to us all. Who are we to judge? But sometimes you gotta. Hey there, friends, your sins are not the reason no one sits next to you at Mass. You need to ask for forgiveness for bringing in that skanky ass. You gotta scrub down for Jesus, hose off for Jesus, rub some soap on that nasty bod. You gotta scrub down for Jesus, hose off for Jesus. Don't bring down the wrath of God. 'Cause all religions come together, be they Christian, Muslim, or Jew. Because you're the reason they call these seats a pew. You gotta. You know, the good book says, blessed are the hungry and the poor. Never once said the word rancid. Not once. You gotta scrub down for Jesus, hose off for Jesus, rub some soap on that nasty bod. You gotta scrub down for Jesus, hose off for Jesus. Don't bring down the wrath of God.
Thank you, J.J. Glamour, you magnificent beast. And just like that, we skipped 23 pages, and Dracula ate the mice. Here we go. The escape from Transylvania had gone smoothly. Dracula crossed the Black Sea to Turkey without a glitch. Juan's plan worked perfectly. As the Prince of Darkness stepped off the ship, he was amazed at how much respect he had received.
This way, Mr. Obama.
It is an honor to meet you, Mr. Obama.
Weed? Want to buy some weed?
That last guy's a lot of fun. Hangs out in our parking lot, from what others have told me. At the shipyard, in the darkness of a magical Turkish night, he waited for his next connection. The driver would take him to the airport. From Istanbul, he would fly to America, with 4 stops in Atlanta. The king of the undead felt a rare beating within his chest, a little rush of adrenaline. A tiny smile flickered across his lips. He was almost there. Juan would be proud. He actually was excited about this next adventure in his life. And a banana hit him in the back of the head. Dracula spun around to see the impossible. The Enclave had found him. At least one of their warriors. Jungle Boy!
Jungle Boy man.
If you wish to face me, White Ape, we will see if you earn your new title. I suggest the boy leave, so he may one day become a man.
Oh, the man is already become. I'm 26. I chugged a White Claw on the way here, bitch.
The Rainforest Warrior hurled a coconut. Dracula barely dodged it. Visions of Rowdy Roddy Piper and Jimmy Superfly Snuka flashed in his head. That one's for you, wrestling fans. Jungle Boy was indeed a threat.
Are you getting it yet, vampire? While the others are at every airport in Europe and waiting for you in America, I'm here in Turkey. I've been tracking you since you've left Transylvania.
Your skills are impressive, as are your weapons.
Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. You cannot outrun my vines, and you've already felt the wrath of my banana whamma.
Dracula edged towards the shipping crates. His senses reached out, scanning their battleground.
What? No wild animals? Your legend says you can have any creature as your ally. No tigers, elephants, not even a monkey?
Oh, you don't want to meet my monkey.
Oh, I would spank your monkey.
I would love to see you spank my monkey.
Not the first monkey I've spanked. Oh, I see a monkey, I spank it.
2 dock workers looked at each other and then back in quiet judgment to the quarreling couple.
But you are not the only one who can speak to the creatures of the night. Oh, what music they make.
Ever see the Jungle Book, my boy Baloo? You ain't got no bare necessities. The music your creatures make is Hasbro.
Ah, but my creatures are here. Where are yours? In fact, you appear very much alone.
Jungle Boy Man smirked. He knew where his enemy's point was going. He lifted up his loincloth. The two dock workers looked away in a panic.
See this? Impressive, is it not? A special waistband that holds a homing device. I'm connected at all times to the Enclave. I push the button and my team can be here at any moment.
Faster than I can rip your arms off and sink my fangs into your throat? Care to test my speed?
As I said when I married Jungle Boy Girl, yeah, I do.
The coconut was thrown with lightning quickness. The vampire twisted as it whizzed past his head. He did not see the banana. It hit him right in the dick. How wise was Juan? The armadillo junk punched Dracula almost every day. While it seemed cruel, his best friend was actually toughening up Vlad's impaler for this very battle. This very moment. The banana whammer hurt, but it didn't drop the Dark Lord as expected. Jungle Boy Man bent over to grab another coconut, and Dracula was right behind him in the blink of an eye.
What?
I have you! They struggled. The man-ape slammed his powerful buttocks backwards as the vampire grabbed him around his waist. Dracula's belt buckle snagged on the back of Jungle Boy's waistband.
You're stuck. Ow, wait. Let me try to grab my ankles.
Stop twisting. Relax. Just give me another minute.
The two dock workers stared in shock.
What if I push back real hard and then pulled away?
Do that and I'll do the opposite.
They smashed back and forth. Dracula pulled Jungle Boy Man's hair for extra leverage. The two dock workers held up their phones. Dracula fell backwards, and the Rainforest Warrior went with him. Jungle Boy Man bounced up and down twice, and the belt buckle popped loose. He jumped up triumphantly and unleashed his jungle cry to the skies. The two dock workers lit cigarettes and fanned themselves. Jungle Boy Man stood over his foe with a sharp piece of wood. Dracula's eyes grew wide.
It's over, Evil One. Although it would take nothing for me to drive this through your heart, I will give you the chance to surrender. My prisoner to face the judgment of the Enclave's elders.
Why the chance for proper justice?
I don't know. I felt a connection between us.
Yes, there is something.
A very little something.
Got it. I hear that a lot.
Dracula got to his feet.
Question. Now that you've lost your advantage.
Dracula stood face to face with his attacker. He held his arms out wide and gave a cocky grin.
What if I refuse to surrender?
Jungle Boy Man realized his mistake too late. The flat of Dracula's palm hit his bare chest. He flew like Gallagher, sending watermelon chunks 10 rows deep.
Bye, Felicia!
The Prince of Darkness celebrated his easy triumph too early. The Lord of the Jungle flipped in midair and landed with the acrobatic skills of an Olympic god.
Oh, shit.
Dracula ran. He heroically ran. He looked over his shoulder. Goddamn, Jungle Boy Man was fast. Dracula heroically ran faster. Jungle Boy Man twirled the vine over his head like a lasso. He hurdled a crate, somersaulted between two traumatized dock workers. Dracula had never seen a human so fluid, so graceful, so in control of every muscle in his body. Jungle Boy Man stepped on a banana peel, fell, broke his neck, and died. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? At the Enclave headquarters, nuns scattered about in a frenzy. The mofo superior, Sister Agnes, looked at her control panel. Lights blinked and Gregorian chants skipped, sounding like monks were beatboxing.
Sister Agnes, we've lost contact. We can't find Jungle Boy anywhere.
Where was his last location?
Turkey, near Istanbul.
Why the massive bush was he in Turkey when I specifically said Europe? Oh, fuck a flathead. Dracula, you clever bloodsucker.
Sister Agnes, do we direct warriors to Istanbul?
No, Satan's man whore's gone. Alert New York, New Orleans, and Florida.
The Lord of the Undead, the Prince of Darkness, the most dangerous lover the world had ever known, settled back into his seat. A smile danced across his lips. He thought about his journey these past few weeks, the past century. His Gretchen, she continually taught him love never died. He thought of the American Virgin, Miriam, his cucumber lover. He would not give up on all American women. He would simply never date a vegetarian again. This new future in this new world, dare I say, looked bright. The pilot spoke over the speakers. He was brief, but very PC.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the entire ever-expanding list of genders, including both the newly added non-primordial and spam, we hope you've enjoyed your flight. Help us hold the door shut. We are beginning our descent.
Dracula looked out the window. He didn't feel anxiety, nor fear, nor confusion. He felt like he was about to visit the Promised Land. Everything Juan had described to him sounded like paradise. It was weird, but Dracula felt like he was going home.
Welcome to Detroit.
Dracula's Winkee.
This season on Dracula's Winkee!
Please raise your beverage and a toast to our cast and crew. Griffin Hall, Zachary Hall, Jeff Brown, Sharon Stogner, Ziggy Guru, Big E, Michael Hulquist as Chad the Hippie Werewolf, and your sexy lady voice, me. Special thanks to legendary narrator Chardonnay Waffle Hut and the Orlando 42nd District Court. Sound editing by Griffin Hall. Written by Gregory Hall, directed and produced by Gregory Hall and Griffin Hall, and dedicated to the maestro of our kick-ass theme song, the great and powerful godfather of goth rock, Bobby Style.
What is this? Begone! If you're trying to be stealthy because my mic is still on, Bryce, Madison, may I suggest you don't descend upon me like a pack of rage mimes? Thank you again for the gift card to Squat Chumbler's Auto Garage and Yogurt Shop, but I believe this concludes my obligations to the court. Good God. What is it, boy? Timmy fall down a well? You want me to read this? Okay, Zoomers. I will, because unlike your scripts, it contains no emoji. Wait, is this for reals? More recordings have been found, believed to be new entries into Dracula's diary. Coming in 2025, Season 2, Dracula Does America. If you know what I mean, and I think you do.
Do your job, bitches!
I like to see my dingle dangle. Dracula's Winkee, the podcast series, is copyrighted by Gregory L. Hall. Written, produced, and directed by Gregory Hall and Griffin Hall. The Dracula's Winkee theme song is written, performed, and recorded by the godfather of goth rock, Bobby Style. All of the music is public domain. Now behave yourself, or Chardonnay Waffle will date your mama.
It's the failure of a very small thing. Dracula's. Winkee.